Lampard stuck with his thought process in terms of he plays Willie Caballero in goal in the cup competitions, but he only made one. Okay, he changed the shape of the team, but he only left out one key player, and that arguably has been their best player in Christian Pulisic,
who he said had a bit of a knock going into this game.
Playing. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer left out Pogba, Martial and Greenwood. That's been the hub of what Manchester United have been good at. That slick passing play, that link up with Fernandes. And he made that big decision because they're prioritising the top four, it seems. I mean, I'm sure everybody's prioritising the top four, easy for me to say. But they've got West Ham, who are safe at home in midweek. I mean, come on. This just says to me again, and I'll reiterate this for those Man United fans that just can't stomach me saying it, there is and will be, in my opinion, until proven otherwise, next year, when it comes to the crux fighting Liverpool and Man City, a question mark over this manager. And that remains. Not just on today's result, but as a generalisation. And until he proves otherwise at this club, and toppling those clubs that I mentioned, that question mark's not going to go away.
There's no question. He was laying the groundwork for playing a weekend side today. And I don't get why you do that. You end up bringing all those so-called superstars on, play them for an hour, win the game, and then take them off. I don't know how many times I've said it. And actually, if Ollie sat in his office and said to himself, right, how can I make a mess of this? Because you know what? We're flying. Nobody wants to play against us. We're scoring goals. Everything's great. Everybody's got a smile on their face. I know what I'll do. I'll play half a team, get it completely misjointed by changing the shape, and that should work well. And that's what he did. I'm sorry. Football clubs should be all about the result on the field. And to do that, you put your best team out. You don't try and be clever. And players and teams thrive on winning games and scoring goals. They don't thrive on losing semi-finals of the FA Cup and having an absolute disaster. And then on top of it, your so-called number one goalkeeper has a complete and utter shocker.
As Craig and Stevie say, Shaq, they've got West Ham, who are safe, who are already on the beach, who are happy. They know they're going to be in the Premier League next season on Wednesday at Old Trafford. This is a game that Manchester United should turn up and win comfortably. Today was a proper game, a chance to get into the final, a chance for Ollie to silence Craig and say, look, I've won the FA Cup, and then we have that to pay. But at least you're giving it a go. The changes that you made, you knew were going to have an effect, and they did right from the start.
Look, the Oakham playing Manchester United teams of old would have gone into this game to win it. Whether they did or not, the manager would have given them a chance to do that. Added to everything that both Craig and Stevie just said, keep in mind, he has 5 substitutes at his disposal. So play a stronger team. And if the game is won, if you're 2 up after an hour, you can make 5 changes and have an even better effect on this team in terms of their rest for the run-in. But you start the week off by offering the excuse that you have 48 hours less rest than Chelsea and making a big song and dance about that, giving the team an excuse to lose. Then you make the changes, in formation, and you lose. Now you have David de Gea going into the run-in with absolutely no confidence. You've got Sergio Romero, who's looking for the exit doors as quickly as he can find it. He's not going to be happy, not that he would have been called on between now and the end of the season anyway. And you've got everybody else in the dressing room looking around at each other, wondering, well, what do we do now? Where do we go from here? I mean, added to the mistakes with De Gea, and I think you saw it, especially after the second goal, is that defense starts to play within themselves because there's a breakdown of trust between the centre-backs, Lindelof and Maguire, and they had left a lot to be desired on the field as well. And the goalkeeper, you don't want to allow anybody to shoot from anywhere because all of a sudden it's starting to feel like things are going in as they once did. And now Manchester United have taken 2 steps back when, as much as they're still very much in pole position as compared to Leicester in qualifying for the top 4, I think today's performance, the formation has done more harm than good.
Dan, I expect United to beat West Ham. I mean, I would be surprised if they didn't. But sometimes when you get yourself safe in the Premier League, you don't go on the beach. You sort of play with a bit more freedom. And listen, if they, and it's a big if, but if they were to drop points or if they were to lose to West Ham at home, he's left the door open for people and United fans to say, well, that's the game we lost momentum. The semi-final of the FA Cup was the game when we lost that bit of momentum that we had garnished over the period since Christmas time and obviously since the restart. Because when the held in a semi-final of an FA Cup become the time to make so many changes in the side, it really does beg our belief. And he's came unstuck in this one. It might work out for him in the end, but who knows?
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.